Guys, in this video, we're going to be showing you today how to hook up your Nintendo Wii U. Now, I forgot to bring over some stuff, so let me go ahead and do that. I forgot to bring over my gamepad and the charger.
Viewfinder, image.
And I'm pretty sure that I have everything that came with in the box, except for, I think the, for Wii remotes. I don't have those. Those are all separate. You're going to need, and that's just something you're going to need. Now, if you want to have any fun with Wii U games and stuff, you're going to need a game, really. You're going to need your Wii U gamepad, your Wii U power adapter, your Wii U gamepad power cable, and if you want to use the cradle, you're going to need that as well. Yeah, I'll go ahead and bring that out for you guys. So make sure you how to set this up. Now, I have everything that has including the console, the power adapter, all that gamut. You're going to now get started. Now, if the gamepad's a problem, always have it on the cradle. That's the first start. Good. That's good enough. Now you can take... Now, if you want to have any fun with any games, you're going to need a game. Now, this is what a Wii U CD would look like. Right, see if I can find my iPad quickly so I can show you my actual iPad, the one I'm recording with right now. See if I can find it. And I put it somewhere. Oh, there's a disc. Mario Party 10. Now, there's my iPad. Here is your disc. This is what the CD would look like. You're gonna bring out the console. Here's your Wii U console. Some of yours may be black, just like this one. Some of yours may be white. Okay. When the console is turned off, you can't slide the disc. When your console is not connected yet, you can't just take your disc and just slide right in there. It has to be connected, turned on, and then ready to go for you to slide in your disc. Alright, here is my gamepad. Now I'm using a Wire 2.0 power cable attached with it, just in case something goes awry. And that is just basically something you're going to need sometimes if the characters are not functioning correctly, or maybe your gamepad does not work correctly. Now, if you're going to need, if you want to use games with amiibos, you're going to need one of those. I have one of those on my bed over there. It's a Mario amiibo because I play Mario. I'm a Mario fan. Alrighty, so let's get to the box. So first, you're going to need, now that we've hooked up the gamepad, most people like to use their Wii U in HD. So now all you're going to need for that purpose, is an HDMI cable. Now, they do come in the box, which is great. I did not know that. I didn't even know what an HDMI cable was.
Stop recording video. 3 minutes. Viewfinder. Speech off.
Right. Here. So, you can use, it doesn't really matter which input you use, but HD is better for me. I pursue it with HD. Some of you may pursue it with the AV cable, because maybe some of you have a DVD player, maybe, at home, and do not have any HDMI cables available for use. So maybe that's the one in the box, inside the Wii U box, might be the one that you consistently want to use on that DVD player. Now you can also take your Wii AV cable from your Nintendo Wii and plug that in there with the Wii sensor bar. You're going to need a sensor bar in case you want to play on Wii mode, and power cord, USB. Now, if you have two TVs, you could probably use two inputs at the same time on the Wii U. But I would recommend only using one Wii U input, which is the HDMI or AV. Only one. Only one is required. So, you set that aside. We place the disc on top of the iPad so that it doesn't get ruined or anything. It's fine on top of the iPad for now. Alright, so now let's get it back here. Now, you're going to need a lantern just in case something goes awry. Here is the power adapter. Plug that in. your Wii U. First port you touch when you touch the back of the console. You're now going to need to plug it in one of these power socket ports. Now I'm using the 2.0 for the gamepad. I like to use it for the gamepad. So I'm flashing the lantern right now. It looks like it's going fine right now. You're probably not going to get a spasm, those of you that have a disability with flashlights, you know, because it's only a video. It's only a video what you're seeing right now. With the lantern turned on. Here's my console. I'm going to place it there so that I can flash all over the room. So I like it flashed, being flashable. Okay, here is my gamepad. Now, think that if your gamepad is not charged, you're going to now need... Some people like to charge the gamepad without the cradle. And other people don't like to charge the gamepad without the cradle. But when, say you wanted to, like, after you got your Wii U console out of the box and stuff like that, and you wanted to set it up immediately, so that you didn't have to leave the gamepad on the cradle for an hour or more, just like I did when I got my gamepad out of the box and everything. You'd have to use the power adapter port at the top of the gamepad, which is the demonstration I'm just going to show you right now for a few seconds. Hook that right there. You should be good to go. Now you just pull out your stylus when it asks you to press the sync button. There you go. And then your 4 symbols. But most likely, people would recommend leaving it on the cradle for about an hour. Plug it in the back of the cradle for now, just to show you for this video. Now you're going to take your power adapter for the gamepad. The power brick should always go in the back for a safe mode warning. I'm going to take my gamepad charger with my 2.0 power adapter and plug it up here above my 3.0. Rather, it's a 4.0 because I have a 3 socket port below that, because it holds my GameCube, my Wii, and my little television. I don't know why I don't have the Wii plugged in up there, up on the top socket ports. I should have just had that. I'm going to switch it at some point so you guys don't see me plugging in the gamepad to the top port, because I want to have some ports empty. After all, I do. Which was only that top port, and now you're going to need to set up the HD for your Wii U. Now that we've plugged in the power, I'm going to set it up with my TV. And not only that, we also have to set it up with a sensor bar. Alright. I'm going to set that up right now. My HD cable. I don't know if my TV is turned on or what, but I'll see before I turn on my... Well, I always like to turn on my Wii U first, just in case something goes awry. And now I'm just going to dock on my TV up top on top of the Wii U, because you know it's much easier. And now that I've docked / placed my or / connected the HDMI cable on the Wii U console. There we go. Well, so far I've only connected it to the Wii U console, but I might have to unplug it just once more, because I have to have the sensor bar. It's a problem. It's just a whole problem with the cables that I have. Just tangles and stuff. So I'm going to configure my sensor bar. There it goes. Same location as when you got the Wii. Okay, just like that. Just need to throw it in there. Wait a second. Yeah, same location. Alright, you should be good to go. Now all you have to do, now with the HDMI cable, and this is the mom's big thing, my bro. Now I'm going to take the HDMI cable, plug it into my TV. Most people like to use AV, some of you guys. But if you are never familiar with HDMI, still use AV. Okay? The Wii U was the first console to release with HDMI, but however, if you get an NES Classic Edition, you're going to need to use HDMI because it doesn't have AV just like the Wii U did. Alright, and now you should be good to go. And now I'm going to turn on my Wii U, take over the setup. No sound yet, but sound comes from the gamepad. At some point, sound will come from the gamepad. Maybe I'll raise my volume here. Oh. Tells me. Good. Now we hear some good audio with the gamepad. We had a dialogue just a minute ago. Okay, now I need to get my iPad. Insert the disc. Now it's slot loading. And put the normal game in, and just put the normal game in. It's gonna say reading disc, so that's how you know it's working. Now, some of you that are touchscreen users use the touchscreen commonly. See, and it looks like it's loading. It shows me a loading screen with the game title, Mario Party 10. Is in my case. And yep, it works. So that was my how to hook up a Nintendo Wii U. Now, basically you are going to get the setup process, but I didn't have to do the setup process, because, you know, I already did it the next day after I unboxed my Wii U. So, that is basically it. iPad here, and there. And basically you just do the touch screen just like most people do. Some people like to use the arrow keys because they're not used to the touch screen on the Wii U gamepad. But now, you're not going to have that in the NES Classic Edition. So I hit Toad's room and okay, and loaded all the way to Toad's room, which I shouldn't have done of. But I'm gonna locate the home menu. Now, another trick I'm noticing is that the Wii U does not have the reset button. It has a sync button on the outside with a memory card port and 2 USB ports in the front. This is the first console to have 4 USB ports. No other console has had that. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you in another video. Thank you for watching all. Peeps.